1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times.
Everything is my preferred cuisine, which is a
too.
problem. He calls her Urethra Franklin.
Oh,
my God, that looks delicious.
You just get it done, Gloria Estefan. You just gave us the quickest Last Supper. Just bang, bang, bang.
Absolutely.
It's such a mouthful, though. I've tried. And I you know, come my baby. It's such a mouthful.
when you say things in Spanish, it sounds so exotic.
Arroz con pollo.
What's that mean?
Chicken and rice.
Hello and welcome to Table Manners. I'm Jessie Ware and I'm here in Clapham in my mum's kitchen. Hi, Mum.
Hi, darling.
It's been an eventful 24 hours for you.
It has.
What's happened?
On crutches, darling. Just got a pain above in the middle of my knee that I couldn't put any weight on. But actually, the physiotherapist was extremely kind and saw me. But as I was walking from the car yesterday, a man saw me in the street wincing. He said, "Please take my arm." And
Was
I
he
think it
Australian? Oh, right, that was very good.
And he actually held me and he said, "I'm really worried about this woman." There was tears running down my face because the pain was so bad. They had to put a chair out in the street.
But the show must go on.
I've rallied.
And from one diva to another, we have the formidable Gloria Estefan coming on today.
So
And you've
excited.
me too. And you've even
We've
made
loved her
food.
for a long time.
You used to play. Well, we used to play Anything for You, the album that I think came out in '87. So, did you have it on tape? Is that why I know it so well? Because it was in the car?
I don't know, probably.
But
cassette.
I loved it so much.
We loved every song, knew all the words.
And she just
we
made you
still
feel good.
do.
Yeah, well, we just put it back on. I was like, bloody hell, muscle memory. Yeah. Let's go through some of the accolades of Gloria Estefan before she gets here.
Yeah.
She's approaching 40 albums, I think.
You've got a long way to go then,
I know.
Jess.
She has played the Super Bowl halftime show twice.
I'm not surprised to get everyone going.
And people say she is the most successful crossover artist, a Latina artist who, you know, has paved the way for people like Shakira, J-Lo, Ricky Martin. She is won infinite amounts of Grammys. She has her own Hollywood star on the pavement. She has made musicals. I think she's made a musical with her daughter Emily, who is incredibly talented, who just went on tour with Cyndi Lauper.
But do you know what her greatest achievement is?
What?
Being a grandma.
Apparently she loves being a grandma. Anyway, I don't want to talk about everything about Gloria before she gets here, but she's coming straight from doing the Conga in Radio 2 with Bob Mortimer. So what have you made today, Mum, with your crutch?
With my crutch. I stirred it with my crutch. No, I didn't. I've made Bass chicken, an old Delia recipe.
Yeah.
Bass chicken, which you love.
You used to make this in the 90s, so I don't know whether it's all this nostalgia of like listening to Gloria in the 80s, 90s, and you always doing this for like a Sunday lunch.
Well, it's kind of a Spanish twist to
Yes.
because it's got a bit of chorizo in.
Yeah.
And it's
Are
just
you going to say chorizo?
chorizo.
Okay.
So it's just chicken with brown basmati rice, peppers, onions, garlic, olives, and oranges.
Yum.
And it's baking now in the oven. And I'm just going to have a check in a minute.
And then when you were in emergency, I promise you I did offer to help Mum cook today, but she said she had it under control because that is the diva
Had
that
everything.
you are.
Yeah.
I have made Sophie Weiberg, who I love, who's a really great cook, put up a story recipe on Instagram the other day. Anyway, it looked really yummy and seasonal. It's a blackberry crumble yogurt cake.
Wow.
I have no idea what it tastes like, but I know what went into it and it all sounds quite delicious.
Great.
And you do this kind of streusel, like crumble on top, but fingers crossed.
No, it'll be gorgeous.
I didn't do something that she told to do where you do all the wet ingredients and then you put the...
It's fine,
anyway,
darling.
we'll see.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me.
5, 6, 7 times.
We're ready.
We are so ready. Gloria Estefan coming up on Table Manners. Gloria Estefan.
So happy to be here. I'm thrilled.
I'm sorry. This is You also are the most glamorous person I think we've ever had in Clapham.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's not the word I would use for me. I am like so chill and happy and just a t-shirt and sweatpants.
Well,
and,
you're giving icon today with the hair and everything.
Diva.
Well,
thank you.
I just have to say, first up, you've just met our gorgeous cameraman director David, who met his husband because of going to Spain and learning. Yes, and it's all so thanks to you. But also personally for us, when I was kind of re-listening to your music in preparation to chat to you, I realised I know basically all the lyrics to Anything For You, the album that came out in '87. And it was like something and it must have been on cassette, I think, because I don't know if
we
CDs
can't
were out
find the
then.
CD.
You're too young for a cassette.
No, I'm not. I'm 41.
Well, maybe. Yeah, my
No.
son saw some cassettes, but,
Yeah, but-
that you saw the edge of it, the end of it.
Yeah. But we loved that album so much, and actually, it's something. And I sing, and I'm really touched.
I know you sing.
which
I'm a
is-
big fan. I told you.
This is so sweet.
It's not sweet. You have a beautiful voice. I love
you.
that dance, that groove. My God, you got great
but
songs.
you are the queen of groove.
Well, I don't know about the queen.
You
but
are,
I'm the
you
conga
are.
queen. That part, yes.
Yeah, I saw you had to do the conga this morning.
Oh my gosh! Nobody
Oh.
told me. Nobody gave me the memo. And I'm in these heels, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was Radio 2 you were on.
Jessie said we played the songs this morning to get us in the mood
I
because we
love
love
that.
you.
I
And
love it.
Jessie said she loves a good intro. And I hadn't realised how fabulous the intros were.
Yeah, you actually allow the music to breathe, and we're not really
Yeah.
allowed to do that anymore in pop
Well,
music.
people's attention spans are very short
I know.
now. You have to have a single that's like 2.5 minutes, 2:45 tops. Who can say what they want to say in that, But it's making a comeback because kids find that nostalgic and they are kind of rediscovering what came in the past. And that's a beautiful thing. Everything comes around.
Do you feel like you're about to get a whole load of Gen Zs listening to you then? Or
Well,
are they already? I'm sure they are. already.
In different ways they are, and now I'm going to get a whole bunch of little kids because of
Gabby's Dollhouse.
Dollhouse. I'm already getting it. When they've seen the movie, they run up to me, Grandma Gigi, they hug me. And I love that. I love being a grandma. I'm sure you do too.
Well,
That's
let's
the
talk.
best.
There's a song on your new record.
Yes.
Am I saying it correctly? Raíces?
Perfect.
Oh, okay,
You're
great.
saying it. If not, you can ask your director.
Okay.
But yes, that's
Okay,
perfect.
great.
Actually.
What does it mean, Raíces?
It means roots.
Roots.
Raíces, those things that,
Yeah.
Roots connect underground, the trees. If there's a tree that's ill, another tree will send it love. And I think our cultural roots are that for us, and we can't lose that. So it was important for Emilio and I, for this full circle moment, actually 50 years.
This is your husband,
Yes.
who is like your collaborator forever.
Forever. We've been married 47 years, together 49, and working together 50, because he was my boss the first year. And
now you're the boss,
That's
obviously.
what he says, but it's a BS. We're a partnership all the way. And, so for us, our family, he's half Lebanese, half Spaniard from Galicia. My grandfather was Asturiano. And my grandsons, the OGs, as I call them, the other grandparents, are Italian. He speaks fluent Italian. I think it just enriches the world, all this, like a tapestry of colors and cultures. And I find it fascinating.
So this record is predominantly in Spanish.
Yes.
But there is a song about your grandson.
Yes.
That's English though, isn't it?
My beautiful boy. It was born in English, but when I wrote it before I was even thinking of this album. I haven't been thinking about doing an album because I was writing a musical with my daughter,
Emily.
Basura, Emily. She
is so talented.
Beast. She's a beast.
The percussion I've seen, and wasn't she just on tour with Cyndi Lauper?
Yes, and she was actually with Carol G in Madrid.
Oh, amazing.
Playing percussion. She tries to stay away from me, and that's why she never really sang until she was 18.
But she can sing.
She came home from holiday the first semester. She went to Berklee College of Music because
No
it
big
came
deal.
naturally, but she also wanted to be the best she could be at everything. She comes home and she goes, "Mom, I have to do something, but you can't look at me and you can't cry." I go, "Oh no, what's coming?" So 1:00 in the morning, and we were alone at a beach house we have up there in Vero Beach. She makes me face the wall. She picks up my guitar and she sings Bed I Made by Alan Stone. And I always thought that she would sing one day because I could hear, you can tell a baby with their ear and they can sing. But she would joke sing. She would never seriously sing. I go, it sounded like a 40-year-old heroin addict from the 20s that was singing because she was so, except the pain, the loss, the soulfulness, the crazy. I never expected that. So when she went back, please record this for your, I want to play it for your dad. I didn't tell him. And when she sends me the thing, I told, babe, listen to this. I discovered this amazing new singer. And he's listening and his hair standing on. And he goes, who is that? And I go, your daughter. He freaked out. I did that to my mom as well. She was afraid that she would open her mouth and I would come out of it. And the timbre is there, of course, for the family. But I wish I could do what she can do. Oh my God, she's amazing.
So did you not cry when you heard it?
Of course I cried.
Right.
I cried and I've cried every time since. And, it's beautiful to see your kids be better than you. And I know the measuring stick, is there for her and my son. And that's rough, when you have parents that have done so much different stuff.
Yeah.
And then everybody's always going to compare you. But I tell her, people watch you 3 minutes and I am out the window. There's she's riveting. She played with me in the show in Madrid and people were floored.
Let's talk about this show in Madrid. So you're in Europe at the moment, but you went to Madrid. Can you explain why you were there and how many people you performed
Yes, oh my gosh. I'm not touring. I haven't toured worldwide since 2004. You know how rough touring is for the singer. And I was touring 15 years straight. So I had the opportunity to go and celebrate Hispanic Heritage Week there and the day, which was the day that I performed. And I thought, okay, this album's in Spanish. I really want to get back to the mother tongue. And we said yes, and it was free to the public. But they had to move it because of the response it got. And it was 300,000 people in the audience. Wow.
So where was it held?
It was held in Plaza Colón.
Yeah.
And then they had screens on all the streets. So I could literally see all the streets, the whole plaza packed, all the streets going down. I could see people's eyes. I had fans from Britain that flew there. They flew from Australia, from Thailand, from all over. And I know them through, Twitter. Emilio brought them in and put them, there was a security area for the president and all this stuff. And Emilio brought the fans and put them in front row. And they were trying to, no, you can't do that. He goes, try and stop me. He goes, these are the people that deserve to be in the front row, not a bunch of government, people. And they were so happy. They came to see me on Graham Norton that we filmed last night. And
So hold on, you're like, these are, would we call them super fans?
Super fans.
So, and you will make sure that they have the front row seat.
Absolutely. I'm kind of their mom now,
You recognize them when you see them.
Of course I do.
You are mother.
Absolutely.
You are mother.
And we talk through DMs on Twitter. They've told me their biggest problems. One of them was really ill, and he told me before he told his mom because he wanted me to give him some ideas of how to do it and what to do. And yeah.
I think it's incredibly unique that you do that, and I think it's beautiful. And I think it just shows that this is why you have such a connection with your fans, like David and so many, and such a legacy. But is that not quite overwhelming sometimes?
Well, I wish I could do more and that I had more time, but I realize, that I can only do what I can do. I studied psychology and communication, so it's kind of like my way of
being a therapist.
Exactly. Okay. I did it through the music, but it's nice to do it in person.
When did the singing start?
Oh, since I talk, that came with,
yeah,
but not the performing part.
No,
because I don't like to be the center of attention. Believe it or not, I had to get used to that part. My mom was the diva. She was a singer. She was going to be Shirley Temple's double in Hollywood. She had won an international contest. And my grandma had her bags packed and ready to go. And they said, only one parent can come. The other one has to give up rights to the child. And my grandfather said, no way. But my mom would walk into a room and light it up. She was just that wasn't my nature, but music was my catharsis.
What were you born in Cuba?
I was born in Cuba.
And
yes.
how long were you there for till you moved?
The revolution. My dad was a police officer. He was really good looking and very moral. He wouldn't take free anything. And so they chose him to be the motorcycle escort for the First Lady. And the night of the revolution, he was at the presidential palace. They were having a giant party. And he came home and went into the bathroom, locked himself in. And my mom goes, what's happening? What's happening? And he said, President just left the country. We're in trouble. And she told him, don't go back. He goes, I have to go back. I'm a police officer, you know. You'll be arrested, yes, but I have to go back. And he was arrested. Everybody that had anything to do with that government. And his dad was also arrested. His brother, who was doing counter-revolutionary things. And when he was let out, because they had no charges.
2 years later?
That was the second time. So he came out maybe 4 months later, and he told my mom, I have to get you out of the country. I have to. And she said, I don't want to go without you. He goes, I'm going to go first.
How old were you then?
I was two. He took the ferry from Havana to Key West. He got a job thinking he was going to make $50 a week, and it was 15. He misunderstood because
15.
Yeah, they told him 15, and he thought 50, but he made a lot of tips because he was very good looking. He was parking cars in a bar. And then we came, my mom and I. They only allowed us one suitcase. Then he disappeared again and left my mom a note. I can't tell you where I'm going. You're going to receive a check from the U.S. government. Here's a doctor's phone number. And yeah, he went to Bay of Pigs. It was his birthday the day they landed in Cuba, April 17th of 61, I believe it was.
I can remember that.
And
it was such a dramatic moment in our lives. We thought there was going to be a full-scale war through the Bay of Pigs.
And then he got jailed for the 2 years there.
That was so hard for you and your mom, and of course.
It was tough. And then he came back, and the U.S. government felt guilty about having abandoned them there because they trained him in the best equipment, and then they gave him broken down stuff to actually do the invasion. And they said, any of you that learn English can come in as officers. And he was a military guy, so he did so. And then he went to Vietnam and got sick with Agent Orange poisoning.
What is Agent Orange?
Agent Orange was a defoliant that a big American company would spread from planes so that the trees would lose their leaves and the guerrilla
they
warfare.
could see where the guerrillas were.
So they could see, but it got everybody. And if it kills a plant like that instantly, got in their nervous systems, and there was a lot of guys. So I spent my adolescence taking care of my dad because my mom worked during the day, and then at night she would study to get her teaching credentials revalidated. She had a PhD from Cuba in education, and she knew she had to get a better job because now she was the pretty much sole supporter. She worked hard.
Can we talk about kind of some food memories from your time? I mean, food's really important to you, and obviously you were looking after your father.
Yes.
What kind of food were you eating around the dinner table, and what's a memorable kind of picture of who was around the dinner table?
Well, eventually my grandma came from Cuba. When I left Cuba, she lost 25 pounds. She was so depressed. So we got her out finally when her parents passed because she was taking care of them. And my grandmother had been the sous chef to her father, a chef to 2 presidents in Cuba. So when she came to the States, she thought, food is the only way we're going to be able to survive. So she kind of started an illegal restaurant in her house that abutted a baseball field, and the Cuban men would bring their boys, and she was making $5,000 a weekend in the 60s in cash. She became
amazing.
famous in Miami
Food was good.
for her croquetas and her tamales and the pork, and she was an amazing cook, and I helped her in the kitchen. I grew up with her in the kitchen, so I can pretty much make up anything. I have a beautiful chef though. She's Dominican and it's delicious. But yeah, it was my grandma's cooking Cuban food. We couldn't
Is that
afford.
your preferred cuisine?
Everything is my preferred cuisine, which is a problem.
Yeah.
I really love food. But when I was a kid, that's the only thing I tasted was Cuban food. And the first time we went to Japan, when we were promoting Dr. Beat, and they gave me sushi, my grandma would have turned in her grave me eating raw fish, first of all. Although I love raw meat, she'd bring the raw meat and I would eat it. And she goes, no, you can't eat that. It's not cooked. But when I popped that in with that wasabi, I had never had a spicy thing in my life. And it was on camera. Oh my gosh, I remember it was so funny. My ears went like the cartoons. My eyes.
Do you like sushi?
I love it. I love it. I love everything now. But back then, I mean, I was 22 years old.
What did little children eat when they were small and just growing up?
Well, Cuban food, rice, the beans, they would puree it to make sure. Well, when I was a baby, they would puree everything, and I got so bored because I had teeth. Why aren't they going to give me chewing things? But they were so concerned about me being, making sure I ate everything, that it was really detrimental. Now we know that babies can't even process anything other than fruit and milk or whatever for 6 months. And they were giving me black beans, rice, the chicken, all in. And I would sit there like trying to chew this thing. But then I loved mango baby food. So when we went to the States, they didn't have that. My grandma would send it to me, would smuggle it from Cuba. She would go to the airport and saddle any pilot with a box of mango baby fruit, and they'd knock on our door in our little apartment, and there'd be a pilot standing there with a box, and in that box, she'd smuggle my mom's records because we couldn't take anything with us. Her record collection.
Is your musical that you've made with your daughter about your life?
No. What we're working on is there's a place, Cateura, in Paraguay, in Asunción, Paraguay. And it used to be a beautiful lake 45 years ago, and it is now the largest landfill in Latin America. And a lot of people live off the grid. So this environmental engineer went to try to make things better with recycling and all this, but it was the magnitude was impossible. It's a place that also has fires, ash storms from when they burn trees in Argentina. They come straight over. Floods, and he started a little music class with his violin, and the kids were so excited, so they started going to this music class. He tried to get more instruments. It was really hard. They couldn't afford it, so they started making instruments out of the trash, because one of those kids, they used to sleep in the street, he didn't have parents, is on the spectrum and can speak to things, talk to him. He would lay at night and the stars would speak to him. He would see musical notes in the astrological signs and the stars. So now they have like 300 students. They built the school out of trash. They've played for Queen Sofia of Spain. They've played for the Pope, the previous Pope, and I think even John Paul, because they've been around a while. And we met them after Emily and I had written most of the music. Right. They didn't know it was supposed to be a secret, but it's such an uplifting story about how music can lift you out of and make even the most difficult situations palatable, because they've had success, but they don't leave. They go back. They have a strong sense of community and love and family. So we've brought this to. I'm so excited about that.
Is it coming out in 2027?
It comes out May of 26 in a few months in Atlanta in the Alliance Theater, because you always start off Broadway somewhere, and then hopefully soon after to Broadway. But we are so happy, we're thrilled. Plus, secretly, I did it so I could spend more time with Emily.
That's
writing
why you do
this
the podcast,
thing.
isn't it, Mum?
Yeah, just
I'm
so
sure.
she's sweet. But now,
Was it testing with your relationship, or is it quite a good partnership? Like, I mean, I guess you work with your family all the time. Emilio is your long-time, he's your husband, but he's produced and written this record.
Yes,
with you.
he has. He has, because I couldn't write. I was focused on Basura, which is the title. And except the song for Sasha that I had written before he even came to me with the idea. He brought me the song Raíces, and I fell in love with it. But I told him, babe, I can't. I'm not you. I can't do 50 things at once. I need to focus. And he says, will you let me write it for you? And I go, please do. And I had already written Sasha's song because he had gone to our beach house with me, and I taught him how to boogie board, and we were doing all these things.
How old is Sasha?
He's 13 now.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
13. How many have you got?
That's it.
Just
But
one.
that one is a good one.
Well, they need to
I
get...
think his parents, my son is afraid of having another one because this one's so good. He's going to go, oh, the next one's going to get me. And I would pray that it would be like him to get some payback because I didn't think I'd survive until he was 18. But we love each other. We do things together all the time. And when he left, I was writing for Basura, but he left and I was so nostalgic that I grabbed my guitar and I wrote this song. And then I called him and I go, Bebe, look, I finally wrote your song because I knew one day I would. I don't like to push it. Inspiration has to be natural. And his dad and his mom, which were also on the line, they all cried. And I promised them I'd record it one day. So when we did this album, I wrote it in Spanish. And I included both versions. They each have their own magic.
I would love to know, you've talked about being a good, you learned from your grandmother, your abuela, is that how you say it, your abuela? Mm-hmm. But if we were coming over to yours, and maybe you were rustling up a meal for Lenny and I,
okay,
what would be on the menu? What would you be cooking for us?
Oh,
Gloria
I'd make you
Estefan?
paella.
Oh,
which
okay,
is not
really?
Cuban.
Oh God, now I'm scared that what we're eating today. Is
what are we eating?
Well, it's not paella, but it's
not paella.
Well, it's Basque chicken with rice.
I love chicken and rice. That's my favorite food.
Okay,
that
great.
is my favorite food.
Great. So paella would be in there. What would it be with the fish and the meat?
Yeah, if you'd like.
But
you can make it all seafood. My daughter and her partner are vegetarian, so I know how to make it that way
How
too.
do you make a vegetarian paella?
With vegetables and vegetable broth and mushrooms and savory mushrooms. You can have so many different mushrooms in there that are great. Seafood is usually the way to go.
Do you like seafood?
I love seafood.
What do you get that's really great in Miami?
Is it
anything? Crabs, stone crabs.
Conch? Is it conch?
Conch.
Yeah,
I
conch
remember.
is
because
more
of the Bahamas.
Yeah, conch is more from the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
But, it's delicious.
I think I know about conch because when we went to Florida to see my cousins, and they're from
Key West.
But they're from Bahamas, and I think he'd gone over to the Bahamas, and he'd gone and then he made us conch.
Yes.
But that's why I thought it was
conch shells.
Yeah, they're very controlled because, people will ruin everything. Just like the lobster in Miami are very controlled. I have, behind my house, which is on the bay, we put all this keystone to create a reef. And we have over 150 species of coral behind my house.
Wow.
And the lobster have a blast because I won't pull them out of there. I'm not going to eat them. But I see people, they'll park their little boats over there and kind of sneak over and take. And when they're taking them, I'll go, but that's Freddie. Don't get it.
Do you have a whistle where you go, get off, go, leave Freddie alone?
Do you feel the same about crabs as you do about lobsters?
I love crabs. Joe's Stone Crab is the oldest restaurant. It's been there over 100 years. But they're seasonal, so you want to make sure you get them when they're good.
Is it snow crab that you...
It's the crab claws.
Yeah, the claws.
And literally, they'll pull the claw off and leave the crab. It'll regrow it.
Which is the crab that you can deep fry, the whole
Oh, the
thing?
soft shell crab.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
That is so good.
But I also love crab cakes.
Crab cakes, delicious.
We've never done crab cakes on the pod.
I've done it once.
You know,
darling.
Cubans, we
It's
make...
Russell Tuff-
You would love cod. You like cod?
Love cod.
Okay, we make cod fritters. Cubans,
Delicious.
a lot. And malanga, which is taro root, we make that into fritters.
Oh.
We'll make anything into a fritter. I've even had brain fritters.
Oh my God.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. You can fry a shoe
It's
and
sweet,
eat it.
isn't it?
Not really, but a little bit.
Yeah.
The malanga, the taro root, it gets a little sweet when you fry it. But I love codfish and in the Spanish style.
So is it bacalao?
Bacalao.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's the salt cod, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you can't catch cod down. It must come salted.
Yeah,
It's
it comes
like-
salted and prepped for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, grouper, snapper, that's great Florida fish that are from those waters. You could there's a couple little places on the river that will bring in fish daily. And my chef will go and buy it. Whenever she's going to make fish, she'll buy it from the day.
So you're
So I would
making a
make
paella.
I would make you an avocado salad, sliced avocado and tomato.
Okay.
Always have to have salad.
What's your dressing with that?
I love to just olive oil and vinegar.
Okay, which vinegar are you doing? Balsamic? Or no?
Balsamic is a little too sweet for that. And I love beets, so sometimes it'll be just tomato and sliced beets. I like the tangy, but like red wine vinegar.
I like sherry vinegar.
Yeah,
what's it? Manzanella. Anyway,
Manzanilla.
Manzanilla.
Right.
That's my favorite.
You know what's a great thing for singers? The tea, where you can take your apple juice or whatever fluid you like, and a tablespoon of red wine vinegar and a pinch of cayenne pepper.
That's good for the voice?
Very good. It brings a lot of circulation to your vocal cords.
See, I would have thought that would be really abrasive.
It's not at all. The cayenne, it just brings just a pinch.
Well,
it's really good. And honey, of course.
You just played to like 300,000 people. But you don't want to tour really because it's taxing. But what about a residency?
Ooh, that's even more taxing.
Oh, is it?
Well, if it's in some place like Vegas, it's a desert. Whenever I played Vegas, we did 10 days at Celine's Theater before she opened Caesar's Palace. And I
love that you call it Celine's Theatre. I love that.
It was. She opened that theater. Kudos to her because she spent like a long time in Vegas, and she doesn't lip sync because a lot of people that do Vegas will lip sync their show.
Okay.
But I was in the room with 27 humidifiers the entire day, just watching my voice.
That's not fun.
You know what? I've done a lot of things, and what I love about being this age is, like I tell my husband, I didn't work this hard to work this hard. So, so I will pick and choose.
Yeah.
And it's really luxurious, and I love it because it's not one thing. As you know, touring is like boot camp for the singer. You can't go to restaurants because you'll speak above the din. You're not using technique, and then you can ruin your voice like I have doing all these interviews during these days. I did the whole show. It was fabulous. I was fine afterwards. And then we threw a little party. We were so celebrating, and the DJ was wonderful, but so loud. And I had let those fans in to take pictures and talking to them. It was like screaming over this music. But it's hard. I'm going to figure out a way, like what they're doing with ABBA over here. We're going to go see the show tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
You'll love it.
Yes.
You actually believe they're there.
Yeah, so Emilio is working with these people that created the show.
And this makes total sense because you have so many albums.
Yeah.
What album? How many albums are you up to now?
I believe, and I don't count it, but this is my 30th studio album.
There's a lot of content there. There's a lot of catalogue to go through.
There's a lot, and we have so much video footage that I've never even seen that Emilio documents and keeps everything. We have a whole room of library in every format possible. Oh my God, that looks delicious. Oh Lord. Oh, the sausages in there. Yummy. Oh my God.
I'll take a breast. It's good. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, Emilio. See, that's what's great. Emilio likes the breast. I like the dark meat.
Let's talk about Emilio a bit. This guy not only writes you an album when you don't fancy writing because you're too busy, writing a musical, because you are incredibly capable. He also goes shopping for you.
He does, and he loves it.
And he films you. And does he take a good photo of you, Gloria?
He does.
He's the only man in the world that takes a good photo of his partner.
But he's a producer. That's his bag. He loves that. And he's always watching out for my lighting and all. I directed the 2 videos for this album.
Yeah, it was fab that
since I couldn't see, they would bring me the monitor, and I'm checking. Okay, I like this shot, but he was over there making sure. I would like some beans. Thank you. Look how tender that chicken is. Oh.
It's just what you needed after a long day's promo.
I love rice.
Me too.
I love all rices. There's not a potato I didn't like.
So, do you have a sweet tooth?
Emilio has a sweet tooth. I would rather savory than sweet, but I love chocolate.
Yeah.
I love of the Cuban desserts, flan. My grandma was an expert, and I love custard. What we did a vacation, the first one I've had in 7 years, in the summer, because I performed in Tenerife, and then I invited my grandson who had never seen me do a big show. So him and his mother, because my kids couldn't come, and we did a culinary tour of Spain. That's why I was going to cook you paella, because we took a class and we made paella and we made crema catalana. And then the crema catalana is their version of creme brulee.
Right.
And the Cubans will serve it with the natilla, we call it, which is custard with cinnamon on top.
Delicious.
Oh, my Lord.
Have you eaten well in London?
Yes, always. I love, I love all the Indian food they have here. I had the best asparagus and hollandaise. Once when I ate at the Soho House, they made it so delicious. I've had steak and kidney pie. I've had all the British food.
How long
What's your
have you been?
favorite?
How long have you been here for?
In
This
this time?
trip, yeah, this
I got
trip.
here yesterday.
Oi.
Oh my God.
And you've already managed your pie. I love that.
No, I didn't have that this time.
Oh, fine, right.
No. But I've been here so many times.
Yeah.
And I love to come here.
I'm gonna
When
try.
we come to Miami, where are we going to eat?
Where's
Well, you
like,
can come to my restaurant.
yeah, let's talk about it. What's on
we
the menu?
have we own the Cardozo Hotel. We bought that like 30 years ago. And on Monday they're going to name the street 13th Street, which is my lucky number. They're going to call it Gloria Estefan Way, which is really cool.
That's amazing.
That's so nice. But we have a restaurant in there called Call Me Cuban. And the chef is Cuban, but he studied in France.
Oh,
So he does the most incredible mixes. Like, I love oxtail. My grandma would make the best oxtail ever. And he will take that and he'll stuff ravioli with the oxtail. Makes it easy to eat because, oxtail, you got to get rid of all the slime. And oh, it's so good. And funny enough, that Cardozo Hotel, when I have a picture of my dad and me and my mom and his sister and my cousin on the beach in front of the Cardozo when I was like 3. And the day we closed on the hotel that we bought it officially, I tell my Mom, Emilio and I just invested, we bought the Cardozo. And she says, oh my God, that's the hotel that when we went to that beach outing, because my mom hated the beach, so it was her one and only beach outing. She goes, you turned around and you told your dad and pointed to that hotel and said, when I'm big, I'm going to buy you that hotel.
no, you didn't.
I did. And there it is.
That's so romantic.
Crazy.
Is there anything that you feel you haven't done yet that you would like to do?
Well, our professional dream would be to sing in a free Cuba, throw a celebratory concert there. But honestly, what I'd love is just more vacation time with my family.
We're going to ask you, well, you can start thinking about it, your last supper, not in the most bleak sense of the word.
Yeah,
But you're going off to a desert island for a very, very long time.
I've already thought about it.
Okay.
It would be chicken fricassee with rice and beans and avocado salad and flan for dessert. I love it because it has the potatoes.
You just get it
chicken.
done, Gloria Estefan. You just gave us the quickest Last Supper. Just bang, bang, bang.
Absolutely.
What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice? You mean alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
I make a mean Cosmo.
I know, I've heard.
Do you know this is Lenny's favourite
it's my
drink?
very favourite drink.
I'm gonna give you the recipe.
Okay,
You are going
great.
to love it. Every time I go to a party of my family, they go, bring the Cosmos. And I'll make them in
A big pitcher,
jugs
yeah.
like this, 4-gallon jugs.
4
and we will
gallons.
go through them. Like for my birthday
I
weekend, we
think that
went.
would just start me off, 4 gallons.
Yeah.
What is the secret to the
Okay.
Gloria Estefan Cosmo?
I prefer Cointreau to
Yeah,
Grand
that's
Marnier.
what I've got. I said
Okay.
that.
So it's 1 part vodka. I like to use Grey Goose L'Orange. This is not a paid political.
No, you're going to
thing.
have to make one in a minute. You don't have to drink it, but you may
I'll
have to
make
make
it for
your
you.
us the Gloria.
So what I do is I'll take that jug and I'll fill it with big ice cubes that don't melt
Sure.
easily. I keep the vodka in the freezer.
Okay.
So then I'll fill. Let's say you take 2 cups of vodka. It's a quarter of that of Cointreau, so it would be...
2 cups, not triple sec. Sometimes people use triple
prefer
sec.
Cointreau.
Me too.
I prefer Cointreau. Then I will do equal parts orange juice to vodka and equal parts cranberry juice, but the juice, not the cocktail mix thing. I also add half part of either 7-Up or Sprite or...
Oh, really?
Yes. If you want to be, healthy, you could use Perrier.
Yeah.
I don't waste my time on the Perrier. I will do half of 7-Up or Sprite. Then the juice of 4, if it's the 2 gallons, it'll be the juice of either 2 very juicy limes or...
Oh, you put lime in yours as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to.
No, I've never put lime in mine.
Yes, lime.
I take orange zest,
'Cause you're
squeeze the orange zest in, and then put the orange peel in.
I use the juices and then a splash. If you're gonna do the gallons, it'll be like 1/8 of a cup of grenadine.
I love
Okay.
that you're making for like an army. I love this. It's not just
Does
like
everyone
one
love your Cosmos?
They love them. They love them.
Who taught you this, Cosmo?
Well, I had tasted it. Did you ever watch Sex and the City?
Of course.
I mean,
Okay.
That's
So
why
I
we're
got-
devoted.
I got curious about it, and I would taste it, or we'd have that drink if we went somewhere, and I felt so good the next day. I go, let me see. So I tasted it. I looked at the recipe, and then I thought, for me, I started tweaking it and perfecting it. Took me a bit of time, but now to me and everybody, I send them the recipe. They love it. They make it. Oh, and what I was saying is, I fill it half with the ice, and then when I'm done putting everything in, I shake that thing like if it was a giant shaker.
You shouldn't serve it with ice. It's got to be strained.
But that's why you want the one that doesn't melt, so it doesn't water it down. But ideally, what I do is I'll make it the day before and put it in the freezer, so that when you serve it, it's got that nice little, icy thing on the top of the Cosmo.
you must send us this recipe, and we are going to film ourselves.
I have it
doing
in my phone. I will give it to you.
I love it. I've got a bit of pud, it's like a cake. You can have a tiny slither. You don't have to have it.
Of course I can.
Okay,
Are you
I
kidding
love
me?
you. I love you.
No,
So
I'm not going to say no.
I actually don't know if the recipe. I'm really bad at baking, but it's a recipe. So if it's crap,
You baked it?
I did.
All right, let's see.
But it's
Is it a cheesecake kind of thing?
It's a blackberry crumble cake.
Oh.
So it's made with yogurt and oil.
That's
vegetable
healthy.
oil. Yeah. I did avocado oil instead, but I'm worried the taste will be weird. But blackberries in season, and then it's done like a little crumble on top.
I'll get you a
I want the
slice.
tiniest slither, please, Gloria.
Yes, you and I are in the same.
Okay. Yeah, in the same industry, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? At this point, I don't care.
I don't care.
That's the beauty of being
Let him
my
eat
age.
cake. So you have performed to 6 different presidents.
I have.
Can I ask who gave the best food? Who did the best spread?
Well, it's always the same. You know that when presidents come in and out,
Yeah.
the White House staff does not. Because they're the ones that know where everything is.
Yeah.
Emilio goes there and everybody knows him from all the times he's
Do you
been
think you
there.
need a knife, or can you manage?
No, I think I can. Well, let's see. No, let's
She
open
can do
it up.
anything, this woman.
No, I don't know about this though. Here we go.
Don't
Get it
worry
out
if
of
it's
there.
I'm so scared it's either not cooked or like,
I think it's
Well, it's
fine.
cooked.
okay, too cooked.
No.
Okay.
Or are you assuming that you've been bad at
No,
something?
I'm really bad at baking.
Is that too little?
That's fine. That's perfect. Let me just taste before
Mom,
you have
want
to
a
put it in
bigger
your
piece?
lips.
No, a bit bigger.
Yeah, it's quite
You
nice.
gotta
Like
taste your daughter's cake.
Do you want creme fraiche?
Actually, not
darling?
bad. So the White House, it's always the same food.
It's the same food. They cook it.
Perfect.
But the most fun we had was performing Mi Tierra for Barack Obama, who also gave us the Medal of Freedom. First time a couple gets it, the highest honor that a civilian can get in the States. And my father took me to the States to be in freedom, so that day was so emotional for both Emilio and I. And my mom was watching on television from Miami. That was a very special moment. And he had a giant party celebrating Hispanic music before that.
How did you celebrate?
Celebrate that medal?
Yeah. Did you celebrate
the
with
family
Barack
there.
and Michelle, or did you go out after?
No, there was a party afterwards. I think that day that I got the medal, Spielberg got one, Streisand got one. She said to me, you know, you're pretty young to be getting this medal. And I go, well, I'll take that as a compliment because I'm not as young as you think I am.
Do you think she was a bit jealous?
No.
Oh, fine.
Well, she's Barbara.
Is she?
She's Barbara.
What's Barbra Streisand like when you meet her? When two divas collide?
She's pretty insular. Like, she won't go out of her way.
She's quite reclusive, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, I started listening to her audiobook because I like to read. I read very fast, but I wanted to hear her voice.
But also, how far in it, because it's never ending. I'm doing the audio and it's really nice listening to her because she adds things to it as well.
Yes.
She's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that score.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh yeah, I love it. But
I love it. But yeah, I just fell off because of work. I will. Look, now you reminded me on the plane.
You've reminded me too.
You know, I don't sleep on any moving vehicle since I had that accident. My subconscious won't surrender no matter how tired I am.
For people that don't know, Gloria, on your way to a show, your
lovely.
tour bus.
Delicious.
Oh, it is quite nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sophie Weiberg, it's her recipe. So big love to
some more,
Sophie
darling?
Weiberg, who just had a baby as well. So congratulations.
Oh, that's lovely.
But you were on your way to a concert and you were hit by a truck and paralyzed.
Yeah, March 20, 1990. It was a sold-out world tour. We were at the top of our game, and from one moment to the next, boom. Back broken. The fear that I had, because my dad had been in a wheelchair, so that was one of my biggest fears.
You were in a wheelchair for how many months?
I was for a bit. Until my doctor thought it was nothing short of a miracle, but I knew that it had to do with, that's the first time I really experienced what prayer does, because there were so many people worldwide praying for me, and I felt it like an energy, I felt like electricity, like I was plugged into the wall, and I would absorb it and imagine nerves reconnecting. I'm spiritual. I was raised Catholic, nun school, the whole thing, but I do believe that I believe that everything is God, like that we are all a piece of God, and God is going to express himself in every possible way. Hence, everything will happen. And that's why I think that we're collectively creating with our thoughts. I think we're incredibly powerful beings. Our reality. And we can create for good and we can create not good. So since I don't believe that death is the end, it's almost like if you're in a play or a movie, if they kill you off in the movie, you're still alive. So you're living the life that you chose for the experiences and for the learning, and we're all doing it together. If we could realize this and accept each other as part of each other, we could make this place so much better. But it's like school, I think. That's what I think. But I am spiritual in that way.
Gloria, which song do people want to hear most when they go to a Gloria Estefan concert?
Well, you'd have to ask my fans, but probably Conga.
It's such a mouthful, though. I've tried, and come my baby, it's such a mouthful. Dua Lipa just did it on her tour in Miami.
I am so bummed because she invited me to do it with her on stage, and I was not in town. I was rehearsing for the show in Madrid, and I was so bummed. But that is the sexiest conga I've ever seen in my life. The sexiest, hands down. And I was really honored that she would,
She did a good job.
Did she say it quickly as well?
She got all the words out. She's a pro, that Dua Lipa.
She did it. But let me tell you, we have a tiny desk. You know what a tiny desk is? We have a tiny desk coming out. And the version we did a very unique way to do conga, and it is even faster.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
Just wait till you hear that. You have to do little snippets, and you have one mic, there's no monitors.
I know. I did it, and I really regret. I did it 10 years ago, and they never have people come back. And I feel like I've got so many more songs that I could do on Tiny Desk now.
But you know what? They're going to run out of people, and they're going to have
do you
to start
think?
coming
Okay,
back.
fine. But did you have a good experience with Tiny Desk?
I did. We did it because there's El Tiny, because they highlight the Latin part for like a month for Hispanic Heritage. So these people have been trying to invite me to the show for years, but I kept saying like, but I don't have anything new right now. Why would, I'm going to wait till the right moment. And boy, was this ever the right moment. It's just everything clicked in, and my 50th year, it all worked great. But it's a challenge for musicians. You've got to cut everything down. You don't have monitors. For the band, it's not that bad. But for singers, like literally not even a little speaker.
Gloria Estefan, before we let you go, which I don't really want to because
this is delicious.
I'm taking no credit apart from that I put
You
it
made
together.
it.
I did make it.
You
but
have kids, right?
I have 3, yeah.
How old are they?
9, 6, and 4.
They'll love this.
Yeah, they would. Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
would. Okay, I'll make sure that I bring some back for them.
You've got to.
Take it all, darling.
I'll say Mother Gloria said.
Oh.
But I just want to ask you before you go, what is a nostalgic taste that can transport you back somewhere?
Oh my gosh. I know. Croquetas.
Yeah. Your grandma's.
Croquetas, my grandma's croquetas. I will forever be judging everyone's croquetas. Looking down my nose at them.
What's in them?
They use, it depends. She would make them of ham and the bechamel sauce, which is to die for. She would make them out of cod, the salted cod.
With potatoes?
No, just the cod. The cod and, the flour or whatever goes into that. With chicken, she would make them out of chicken. It was just perfection in a croqueta and a tamal. A lot of Latin American countries have their own version of tamales. In Mexico, certainly. Venezuela has, they call it ayacas.
I had
But
them in
the
Argentina.
Cuban tamal is corn, right? Corn. And I love tamal en cazuela. I think that even more so, which is tamal, but it's in a pot. It's not formed, it's not hard, but it's like a creamy, it's almost like if you made a pudding out of the corn, but not sweet, just the corn. And then you could either put lechon, like the pork, with it, or crab, or anything on top of it. They eat it in New Orleans. They call it, what do they call it? They eat it with shrimp. I forget the name that they call it, but it's delicious.
Gloria, what language do you talk to your husband in?
Spanish.
And yes, Spanish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He changes words because he'll say whatever occurs to him first.
Okay.
Like, for example, Aretha Franklin adored him, right? Mm-hmm. But when he talks to me, he calls her Urethra Franklin.
Oh my God.
And I go, babe, that's even harder. I don't understand. And why is that word stuck in your head? Since when do you use the word urethra? Like that kind of thing? It's constant. It is constant. He's just so funny, even when he's not intending. And that, it's so endearing to me. I have a list of Emiliadas.
Emiliadas.
He's very absent-minded, but for business, because he's all business. But for normal life, oh my gosh.
And do your kids just talk to you in Spanish as well?
In English, probably.
Yeah.
And with Sasha, I really had to make it a point to speak to him in Spanish, because English is easy for me. I was 2 when I went to the States. So, and it depends. We talk in Spanish too. We go back and forth. It's Spanglish. We literally mix words in one sentence.
But when you say things in Spanish, it sounds so exotic, doesn't it?
It's
Just wondering.
romantic.
It's romantic.
The love songs in Spanish, you can't be too sweet or too romantic in Spanish and English. You have to be careful, because then they'll say, oh, it's saccharine. How could love be saccharine? But if you're too expressive in English, it's a problem. So I love to be able to live in both worlds. But for ballads and romance, the Spanish.
The corazon. Yeah.
I was the corazon. I was seeing a Spanish guy for a bit, and he would when
when was that?
when I wasn't with Sam.
Okay. You were with Sam.
Some
for
other
when-
moment.
No, we had 2 years off.
Okay.
And he gave me Pablo Neruda poetry,
Oh
and I
my
was
God,
like,
that's so beautiful.
yeah, but see, Spaniards, yeah.
But you could say things like, if I say, arroz con pollo.
What's that mean?
Chicken and rice.
Gloria Estefan, you are amazing. Thank you for
so
coming
much.
here.
Such
Thank
good fun.
you, and thank you for that delicious
Pleasure.
meal. Oh my gosh.
Can't wait
That
to
really
see.
was wonderful.
Good.
We
You could
can't-
have a restaurant if you want to.
No, I don't think so.
Nor do you want to.
We can't wait to see the new musical.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I'm
And
super
can we
psyched.
come?
Of course.
Yeah.
And when you decide that you fancy doing a little gig, just let us know, okay?
I'll do things here and there.
Okay.
Like, I will be out there. I like to connect with the fans and, just say, hey. Like, for Spain, it was wonderful because I literally went on Spotify. I checked all the charts for the past 25, 30 years and saw what the top songs of my catalog, because I can't do every song.
No, you
It's
can't.
impossible.
I love that you can just check where you were in the charts.
We'll be doing,
I love
we'll
that.
be doing the backing on 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1,
Exactly.
4.
Come on, baby, say you love me 5, 6, 7 times. I love that Sesame Street used that as a counting game for kids.
Oh my
Absolutely.
I'm going to do it with the baby.
Yes.
And, I love to do parodies of my own songs. And one that would go with this meal would be anything for food. Just bring it here. I haven't said I'm through. And where's my beer? I've been waiting for so long. All my appetizers gone. And still my hunger pangs are strong. That's just the beginning.
Fantastic.
Thank you for this.
Thank you. I think we may have just met the most warm, fabulous
Woman.
icon, woman, pop star, mother, grandmother. She just stayed, by the way. She has a really busy day today. She's going to Barbra Voyage later. She's about to go and do a junket at her label. She has been on the breakfast radio show this morning. She is exhausted, probably. And she still signed everything and talked and kept on talking. You didn't hear me just talking to her about all her pets. She has a parrot who mimics everyone in the house. She says that the parrot goes, "Ven," like, "come on, papi, ven," when the parrot's talking to her husband. She's amazing. I'm sure we could do a part 2 if she ever wants us to come to Miami. We will have a part 2. I love Gloria Estefan, and I actually feel like she's like an unreal icon, because not only has she been so successful, she's like the most down-to-earth woman.
Jessie, I think you have to have one of her songs in your new repertoire.
I'm going to do a cover
Yeah.
of a Gloria song.
Toy Boy.
It's called Love Toy.
A
but yeah.
Love Toy. Okay.
And Mum just asked what Love Toy was about.
I haven't listened to all the
Gloria
ones.
said, well, it's about, I said, a vibrator, a guy that's like a vibrator. You're my love toy, no batteries required. Wind me up and I'll start to move. And Mum was
my
like, what's
God.
it about? Anyway, she's amazing. Gloria Estefan just gave us everything that I needed and so much more. The stories.
Yeah.
She loved the meal.
Good. Good idea, Jess.
Thank you.
Did it taste okay?
Executed excellently, Mum.
Good, darling.
And Sophie Weiberg's cake was really, I hate to use the word, moist, but delicious. And I'm just absolutely reeling over that.
And she sang.
And she sang. Well done, Mum. I love her. Thank you to everyone who just listened to a completely gorgeous episode.
And watched.
And watched.
The most beautiful lady.
We'll see you next week for another round of Table Manners and more meeting of icons, I guess. If you are enjoying Table Manners on YouTube, you can subscribe and then you can get notified for when new episodes drop.
If you've got good table manners, you'll subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for listening and thank you for watching.